Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the...
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation.
So, what do we do now?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. That's just...
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to... Could you tell me about the items you're...
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk?
It might sound odd, but it is in fact. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established, so my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it.
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, but there were more than I had use for. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to...
A chance combination.
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a
It's a little bit like... Anyway,
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this
Well, I won't lie to you. Sale...
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see.
No, Almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for... Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's no... There's nothing like dessert for improving... By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Pub... She's always bragging to me about...
Sure! Let's go in...
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have...
No, not at all. Don't be...
Apologies. I still don't quite understand.
She just wants to browse.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to...
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Eye Publishing House is...
I'm just here to try something new.
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... Okay, then. There are some winning entries from the... Don't take them too seriously. It's...
Okay. Huh. How can this be? I know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it that... Take this one, for example. The good thing about being Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating Sansetias? Surely it should be some sort...
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So...
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose...
All right, then. I believe myself to be... I have high hopes, though.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting... Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble. Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff... The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. The plot is really gripping, but... What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of...
Not really. It's a pretty normal story.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely. But so... could the author not simply...
That would be the most boring love story.
Love. Narrative devices are true.
So what do you think of Yai Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they... Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, in accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create... But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say, but the truth is right here in front of my eyes.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. Sure, it's not the same as you remember.
Yes, you're right. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot.
Ooh, great idea!
Take a photo? Once again.
It's okay. Come with us.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
So...
We're taking a photo of you. Basically, a photo makes a visual...
okay. So what exactly is strike... Ah, I see. The more I think about it, how should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all. Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural. Okay.
Let's pick a good angle to record... It's a wrap! Take a...
Wow. This is... But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the...
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand. So, the one in this photo... Are you... If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Hey, that's right!
Of course I do.
So then...
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I am me. There is only one... The Shogun, for example.
in that case...
Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanged? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you... You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has... Based on what I have seen today, but it would be incorrect to conclude from this. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the step... Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like 8, and that means that we...
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so... Oh, that sounded like Ippei.
Ippei? Is that some...
Yep, let's find out what...